Welcome to Lead with Clarity. This is a space for leaders who want to grow without losing themselves in the process. Each episode is a short reflection on leadership, influence, and the inner work that shapes how we show up for others. It's not hype, not noise, just clear thinking for the journey of leading well. Today's episode is entitled Buy-in Starts With You, Why Trust Precedes Vision. Here we go. Think about the last time you were asked to follow someone toward something unfamiliar. A new direction, a bold pivot, a restructure nobody had seen coming. What made you willing to take that step? Chances are it was not the plan. It was the person standing in front of it. That is what today is about. Leadership credibility. And why it is the foundation everything else is built on. John Maxwell said it plainly. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. Short sentence, but if you sit with it long enough, it starts to reframe nearly every leadership challenge you've ever faced. Here's what most leaders get wrong. They spend enormous energy crafting the vision, the narrative, the deck, the roadmap, and then they walk into a room expecting that if the strategy is compelling enough, people will follow. Sometimes they will, but not because of the strategy, because of the trust that was already in the room before the strategy was presented. That trust is not built in high visibility moments. It's built in the quiet ones, the conversation you had with someone on a hard day, the time you admitted you were wrong, the commitment you kept when it would have been easy not to. Those are the deposits, and leadership is a long game of making them consistently. The misread here is thinking that buy-in is about communication skills, that if you're a better presenter, a more persuasive speaker, a clearer writer, the people will follow. Communication matters, but it's a vehicle for trust, not a substitute for it. You can say all the right things and still have a room that's not with you, because they're not evaluating your words, they are evaluating you. So the reframe is this. Stop treating vision casting as a presentation problem. Start treating it as a relationship problem. The question is not, how do I make this vision more compelling? The question is, have I given the people in this room reason to believe in me? That shifts the timeline. Trust is not built the day before the all hands. It is built in the months and years leading up to it. In the honesty, the consistency, the visibility, the follow-through. Every interaction either adds to that balance or draws from it. Here's what I want you to take into this week. Think about the person on your team who is most skeptical of the direction you're heading. Not hostile, just not quite there yet. Now ask yourself, what do I actually know about what matters to them? Have I invested in understanding them as a person or mostly as a role? Because the path to their buy-in runs through that question, not through a better slide. Leadership credibility is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It accumulates, slowly, in the way you treat people when nothing's on the line, in the promises you keep when no one's tracking them, in the moments where you prioritize the team over your own comfort or appearance. Maxwell was pointing at something leaders often learn late. The vision is not the starting point. You are. Who you are to the people around you determines whether they will step forward when you ask them to. Build that first. Everything else follows.